Arms on top.
Got it.
So, big guy. So there wasn't a whole lot I could do to keep him from rolling and scooping my foot. So roll that way, and then get your knee under my foot.
Oh, he scooped on.
So
Okay, so
scooping here.
Yeah.
So the problem is, especially he was a big guy, so I couldn't keep both knees on the ground. So yeah, and he rolls to his side because he's going to start going to half guard.
Yep, and he wants to try to shrimp out a little bit.
So if I just float here, even for you, I can't get both my knees solid on the ground.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I found was that if I turn and I plant my foot behind his hips, now your shrimp out goes
He can't go anywhere.
nowhere. Try and scoot forward.
That is an unnatural move from me from that position.
So just coming here and then scooping here,
I would have never thought to do that.
and then I can just ride this.
Because I think about bringing that knee up, I'm now giving him space. It's like, that's not going to be a natural
But
action
the
for me.
foot,
No, you
right-
chocked him. You stopped him. His hips can't go anywhere.
and literally,
So good.
I would sit here. He would start messing with his arm, taking this arm out,
Start pulling it back. Yeah.
and start pulling it back.
Yep.
And his coach immediately starts screaming, "Go on your back!" And so he rolls onto his back, and then I just drive this knee forward. It comes this way.
Yeah, that little chop to keep that shrimp from happening. Nice.
And we played this game. So just something, especially when you do get mounted on somebody bigger, instead of trying to float on your knees,
Yeah.
take that hip turn and bring that heel foot
Right above his.
right up to their sacrum, right to the top of their butt.
When Dustin and I were drilling it,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what makes me keep moving. But when he'd go full to his side, that's just my automatic position. When
Okay.
he showed us. So Dustin rolled, I went straight to that. He rolled to the other side, and so like my blue belt guidance, right, was not to keep moving, but not go so far
Yeah.
either side.
Yeah.
So you kind of keep moving. Eventually, it's like most of the time you find a way to get those hips clear.
I'll show you, and I think probably some of you guys have seen this before. It's a Luis Claudio. So this is his technique from bottom mount. So Justin, give up on him real quick. So there's a couple things. I'm pretty ambivalent whether you're 1 foot down, 2 feet up. I like this so they can't lock their toes. That's me. And then, especially this works so fucking good in gi. Far side hand to opposite hip. And I'm gonna create a frame. I'm gonna lock this arm out. I have to leave it locked the whole time. This is critical. This is the only really important part. The second part though, is I'm gonna cover my fist with my hand to create a back. And then the third part is, I'm gonna pick my head up. So right here, try to finish me. You can't. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
What about underhooking the lockout on?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I'm sure you know that.
So he starts getting light, right?
So I would
So he
probably,
starts getting light.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is I would probably
Yeah,
never
can
do
opener.
it away.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would try and
No, hey, we're gonna partner up and do it with
Well,
partners here in a sec.
He's talking about here. But so far side hip. So I would probably lever under here. Just to give me enough room to it pops it.
So this is the first part, is I just gotta create this pressure. And I'm gonna give you, hop on.
What's your
Oh,
opportunity?
here, Dante, help on.
Sorry.
No worries. Well, I got a chance to try it here in a second. I can't stay here forever, of course, but you can't finish me. And so, in terms of mischief being managed, done, you can't finish me, right? And so now I pick my head up to create just a little bit of pressure, and I want to get him heavy on one knee or the other. And he's probably going to start attacking and just give that to me for free. So as you start to attack the arms, as you start to attack the neck, you just naturally get light. And I'm looking for this far side hook for this. So let's partner up here real quick. Let's go through it. I just want you to sort of feel the control you have with that far side frame backing. So just, partner up here real quick. I'll have you do it so you don't be on top here in a second. So, and just play around with it. That says there. Yeah, so you want far side hip, straighten, this arm has to be straight, and you're just gonna back it with that fist. Pick your head up. And ideally, you're trying to put all of his weight on that knee so that when you hip out, you're gonna catch him with this hook. So just play around with that control for a second. And
This is what I
Brennan,
mean.
try to finish him, try to attack him.
This is what I mean when I yell elbow hip escape.
So right here.
My first question,
Yeah.
you said dropping this foot, what was your reason for that?
So I can't link my toes underneath.
You
the
can't
elbows.
squeeze it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
People will say different things about CF. So this hand first, right here. You can grab gear, whatever. This arm's gonna be straight. This arm's gonna come on top of that fist.
Kind of seems to
And
be
back it. Head's gonna come off the
feels natural.
I
What I want
can't
to do.
finish you, right? I can't get close to you. And so as I start to get light, hip out, just hip out, grab this hook up here. This hand's gonna be here, grab that hand, elevate, and that's it. In reality, you'll have to shrimp a couple
And do a little bit
times.
more work for it, yep.
Yeah.
Work for it.
But that's the gist. Yep, so lock, yep, so just relax, just, and lock that out. This is the part you gotta get first, right. Yep. Boom, back it, head off the mat. Cool. Yeah. Yep. Nope, not yet, come out, shrimp out, get your hips through. Hook. Arm, elevate and hold.
You can't grab it over this, because I can.
That's fine, doesn't matter. You're gonna be, I mean, your jujitsu path will eventually lead you to just making these grips naturally. You're not gonna worry about that versus that. You just grab your natural grips. That's why it's a journey. How's that feeling?
You have to have that leg down.
Yeah.
If I can grapevine, I can just float on top of you and not
can.
worry about it.
Interesting.
You have to get that leg down.
Yeah, and I've never played like that, but the minute I get that leg down, I feel like there's one less variable.
Now, there is one defense against this, and it's just if you put pressure here, I'm just going to open my hip. Right.
Yes.
Nice. And so that's why it's a little better gi, because you just grab that fucking belt. Like, okay, you open the hip, fine. Right, but in no gi, it's just open the hip. And you can take it. So it's a tool. It's definitely a tool in my toolbox. When I get finished in mount, it's usually because I forced a transition somewhere and got stupid, but I can't remember the last time I was finished in mount. What else?
When you find, say you got Brendan or Merlin, a bigger guy, just got all their weight on you, you don't have your hips, your hands in, so they're flat.
Yeah.
Like what?
From mount?
From now?
I wait.
Just wait.
I know they're gonna give me something. Immediately, I'm blocking one side. Here, hop on, Brennan. Smash the fuck out of me. Let's see what happens.
I could show you something too. I do.
Yeah. So again, I'm worried about my elbows in here. He's compromised this. I've now got a bend in this elbow. I might still be on the hip. I might not be on the hip. The one thing I want to look about though is I don't want his hip outside this elbow. And we'll talk about why here in a second. But as he starts to just smash the fuck out of me, so he's not really going to finish me here, right? He's not going to make it to my neck, and I've got this belt line grip, right? But my arm's bent, right? So I'm going to start transitioning to a side, but I've got to make sure his hip doesn't come outside of my elbow, because if his hip if it does, look at this. I'm just giving him a path to the back, right? And so as I start to work back and forth, it's that elbow outside the
So
hip.
you
I'm
still
most
have
worried
that
about.
one hand locked in on the
And
head.
he's just compromised it. He's just collapsed it. But I've still got this belt line grip, so as he starts to attack, just go ahead. Finish me. Yep. I'm working this elbow back because I still want to keep this frame. He'll figure it out and start doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? But here at least I got quarter guard, right? And it's because of this belt line. And so if you're here, Dante, hop on later.
I think where I get stuck, I'm trying to get out. I'm not just trying to get to quarter guard.
Yeah, improve my position. So we're here, I'm collapsed. Now from here, you can start working to that side, but just make sure this elbow stays outside this hip. Yep. Yep. Yes. And now I got to start working this back, and you can start blocking again. Yes. Yep. And it's because at least I could make it past this bone. If I can get that elbow across my hip, then I'm on my way back.
Now I know that's like a flaw in my blue belt brain. Is like I'm just thinking about getting out of mount. I'm not thinking about improving my position, and that's in a bunch of different
Oh, interesting.
things where
That's
it's
all I
like,
am with side control.
yeah,
I freak out way more when I'm in side control and mount
like trying to get all the way out instead of just improve.
than just little iterative.
Yeah.
Hey, anything else from your perspective? On this mount business?
Yeah, this is fundamentally elbow hip escape. And when you're in mount, because I preach this to the kids and I'm not communicating it well enough. Knees have to go on the armpits, right? The way I have to get your armpits, my knees and your armpits from mount, is I gotta elevate your elbows above your nipple line. That's the way I think of it. So if I immediately get mounted, I'm here. And even if he's smashing me, attacking the choke, I know he's not gonna choke me because I got my hands here.
'Cause it's down here.
And I'm getting smashed. So I'll either do that forearm straight extension like he's talking about, or no-gi. I'll get under that guy's big belly and I'll get elbow to hip. And I'm
you're
thinking
just on it.
pocket to pocket. And I'm just trying to get to this side and I'm just gonna shrimp to create space. And then I'm gonna switch, create space. So if I got,
you're not necessarily worried about defending the choke too much.
well, cause if he gets on a choke, right, and I know you can't choke him. But let's say you get on the mount.
can't choke him.
As soon as I feel someone coming in, my hands are never up here. I'm not using this left hand, but both my hands are up here, I'm already lost. He's here, he's trying to underhook this, then I'm gonna immediately go to the hip. So see how my elbow's already set up, positioned to here. So now go ahead, if you're working on the choke here. I'm trailing my head, but I'm still turning on the hips. So I can grab that peg, like Coach was saying, or I can just frame,
Yep.
and I'm using my knee and this elbow to balance it. The moment I'm here, I'm already at a loss. If I'm you, I'm looking for those underhooks. I'm looking for double underhooks and a body lock. You know? So anyways, like I said, in no-gi, when someone's coming up me and they're really big and strong and they're sprawling, grapevining,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. Because I can't fight the armpits because he's already in a good position. So I gotta go under, and if I need to protect my neck, fine, but this one hand's going under and I'm sneakily going into here. This is where I wanna be on my side.
Nice, yep. Yep.
Competition wise, obviously, I know you're not interested in doing it, but when somebody gets in the mount, one of the things that I've noticed watching the other competitors is they'll just let you cook.
Yep.
They'll just sit and mount. They'll let you cook, because a lot of that is like I did in my match in absolutes when I was against the bigger guy. I got in the mount. I laid up there for 3 minutes, and then it wasn't until the last few seconds that I actually attacked a submission. I attacked an armbar.
You were settling him in, you were...
And the other side of it is on one side, I didn't want to lose those points. If I attack a submission, then in the transition, in the moments, like Tanner says, the moments that you're transitioning is where the opportunities for sweeps and all that happens. So if I just settle in and I'm a wet blanket, it does two things for me. I don't lose my position and thereby give my opponent points, but I also exhaust him. If he's going to carry my weight, and one of the things that I'm pretty good at is just settling my hips right over their stomach, shove all of their intestines up in their lungs, and good luck getting a full breath. You're trying to do a lot of stuff, and you're taking 3/4 breath, half breath. And then as he's getting more and more and more and more tired, then my chance for that submission comes when he's making a transition. I can use that to attack.
In a competition, can that be considered stalling, or is that?
So as long as, if I were to just lay there and just leave that weight on him, yes. But as long as I'm doing something in the meantime,
Press it.
and I don't have to do much.
Make a move towards
If-
arms, make a move
If I just do, no, just stand up. If I'm laying on him and I'm just lifting at his arms, or half-hearted attempts at underhooks, it looks like I'm doing something.
I've seen it stood up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
subjective.
I
But if you're pressing, there's nothing like you're on top. You're in
I'm on
advantage.
top. I'm trying to, am I doing a great job at working getting the elbows up?
Are you presenting too much risk? No, not really. But I am pressing a little.
I would say don't even worry about the stalling. I know we want to be active, and that's a new thing that we got to consider. But don't lose your position because you're trying to rush. Control. You can't do anything unless you got control,
Yeah.
and that comes from base posture and structure. So if you think of that, yeah, I'm fighting for underhook, fighting for cross. Dude, I can do this for 2 minutes.
And the nice thing is that, you know, it's no fun laying under somebody in mount. You have to do something to break that. And the process of him trying to get out is the activity. You're not, you know, yes, if he's just laying there letting me mount him, you know, especially in gi, I would have gone for like cross collars or things like that. But, or at least, you know, reach for the cross collar, make him deal with that.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm attacking. Yeah, is it a great attack? No. But it doesn't have to be a great attack. The you know, the feint that you're ignoring is the main attack.
Yeah.
The main attack that, you know, that you're dealing with was actually a feint. Which is which? You know, you feint so that you can get all their attention over here, and sometimes it's just a grind. If you just drop the machine guns on either side and just pound the shit out of their position, they can't attack you. You know, they're going to do something on this side. Well, yeah, then turn the machine gun, fucking deal with that flank. Nope, I don't have to worry about it now. I'll just fucking sit here.
So what you did good in that match that I saw when he was talking about, he stayed in the mount. I could feel that he had a sense of urgency where he wanted to do something, but he never lost his position. That you just got to get there, be comfortable there. Don't worry about the stalling. Am I controlling you? Am I controlling? And if they start exposing to their side, they're all exposing their back, right? So threaten the back.
And there was a couple times in the video you could hear the opponent's coach, professor, whatever, you know, don't give me your back, and then he rolls back over. You know, the arm bar's there, he rolls back over.
Yeah.
He's, you know, very cognizant of that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if that helps in a day-to-day role. You know, obviously just rolling in open mats and things like that, you know, you're not just going to stall. But on the other hand, if the person underneath you is being extremely active, why? Just wait them out. Let them get themselves tired.
Well, that's one of the things that's kind of strange. It feels strange for me here is because we do some rolling stuff at work, but our thing is just control, right? Once we get on top like that, like you're not going to do anything. We're not trying to
You
get
just need to
somebody's
dampen
choke.
it. Yeah.
Like we don't do that
Right.
for work. So it's like you just want them down. So
Control.
it's one of the things, you know, when I sometimes get somebody on their back, it's like I just feel like, okay, here,
I
here.
win.
So I just want to stay here. This is good. Yeah. Wait till you're exhausted and then maybe handcuffs, right?
Yeah,
like you don't want to
Breaking hands on it.
play with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't want to break anybody's arm unless they're, you know, like you said, being super active in something where it's like, well, I'm going to lose this eventually. You got to do something else. But yeah,
Cool.
sorry.
No, this is great. This is what we're here for, and we could keep this going. Some proposals. We could do a little situational rolling. 90 seconds. We could work through half guard and top. We could do little king them out. One person's out as things improve or submissions occur. That person swaps out. We can do a little of both. What do you guys want?
I was thinking of a model in my head after a class a while back where each one of us was live roll or like positional sparring,
Okay.
and then go into Scott. And Scott, we were kind of rolling with Scott and getting some pointers, but it's a little slower.
Yeah.
And kind of going back. So I was kind of thinking like positional sparring, and then some like flow rolling with you know, either you or Mike or someone that can
Love
kind
it.
of like be giving us tips, and we kind of go back into
Yeah.
the positional sparring, kind of say like top bottom out. And
Yeah. So flow roll positional. Flow roll positional.
yeah.
And just
That's
keep it
just
going.
an idea
Well,
I've been having.
let's do it. Let's do 90 seconds each. We'll have one person do live rolling twice, positional sparring twice. The two people who aren't doing that swap, and then we flip. So it sounds confusing. We'll keep it straight.
As long as you know what you're doing.
Do you know what chart?
I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so we'll do like 2 minutes. And let's see, flow roll outside, positional sparring this side in front of the Steven.
90 seconds.
We can do 2 minutes. Well, yeah, we got 20 minutes to play around. 2 minutes. Start.
Cool.
Even when you're on.
We're doing half guard, side control, whatever we want.
Yeah, person who's doing it twice. All right, so you're gonna live roll. Okay, so you're positional, so you get it.
Okay, let's go ahead.
All right, so we're flow rolling. So you're not allowed to breathe through your mouth.
I'll get the tape.
I'll call you. I'll call you a mouth breather.
Like, what are you?
I get turned into the rig that wasn't there.
Right, and off the back. Bring your armpit, bring your armpit, bring your elbow into his hip. He's got frame.
Smash my head before. Face right in the wall there.
That foot comes up.
There you go.
What?
You staying too?
I can't make it to that.
Because if I came up like this, you're gonna go underneath
This
the
was
leg.
an underhook.
Sweet. Switch.
Snitch.
Smitch. Hey, did you hit start again, bud?
I did.
What are you working on?
I don't know. It was side to side.
Let's go. Top side control.
Side side.
We snip. We're just poking you.
Sorry, top half guard.
Right.
Trying to work, not letting you have underhooks. Yep, just like that.
Bring your left elbow in, go chest to chest. Palms on his sternum, palms on his hips. Walk it up, get your head up, wide knees, butt back. Legs are open, you should feel that shit. So pinning on the knee of the mat. Posture up, posture up, posture up. Knees up. Trap one of his hands on his tummy, and then same side leg comes up.
I started breathing out my mouth. I just wasn't breathing at all there.
Get off the ground.
Hey, you kept taking away the underhooks, so that was effective.
Before you go, if you got a second.
Just something
go
that-
that triangle,
Somebody had said that
you got caught.
you can't necessarily get the underhook.
Yeah.
You can get a false underhook
Yes.
by taking that.
Yeah, because I still can't get
Dante,
that
like
Is
back.
that you that told me that?
Maybe
All right,
it
maybe
sounds
I just
good.
give-
I'll
give-
take credit, but I don't
every
think it's me. Hey, I'll be live rolling over here. So, you want to flow over there? So you
Okay.
float twice in a row.
Yeah, I'll do twice and I'll come.
Where do you want to be?
We'll just reverse positions here. Okay. Forward.
Low roll. Low roll.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's breathing out of his mouth.
Ah, good. Oh, good.
Let's see.
Hey, let's work me top side control. There we go. Yeah, get my old knees.
Side
Or, excuse me, half guard.
Okay.
Cool. Ready? Good. Nice. Flow roll. Flow roll. Flow roll. Flow roll here on this side, man. Crazy. Immediately got that one.
Every time. I feel like that's gonna get me out, and it doesn't. It just makes it worse. It's like I can roll you there, sure, great, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh, good, dude. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. So you're so defensive right here. Do you feel like you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got all the space in the world.
Nice.
Well, I was
You're
over
gonna
here
be
last time,
close.
and then I got destroyed, so I was gonna try to
If you're
end this
gonna be
time.
close, you need this underhook. Yes, now work it. Thanks, brother. We're definitely not slow rolling over there. Yeah. Yeah. Work a little top side or top half guard. Rolling.
Oh, hopping out.
Let's work this side.
Is that?
Top side. I'm just making sense.
That's better than doing. It's better than that. So if you get here, now you're on him. Keeping this elbow tight, so it's coming around. You got this frame and hip and his armpit. Because when we post on the mat, you're giving him space to move. Do that. So I'll go right to the both armpits. No, I'll just see climb the armpits. And let him.
Brendan's like, shush.
No, but that's, I mean, he needs to know because I give it to him all the time. So big thing is if you could post on him, if you can. Obviously, sometimes you got to post out on the mat.
So I don't feel wrong.
Yeah. Go for that left underhook. It's right there. Just, if you go for that left underhook, under, that means armpits first. There you go. Look at that. You got an underhook. Look at that.
Mike's like,
I got 3 of them.
It's also quite firm.
Yes.
Be careful if you're taking it back.
Thanks, brother. Tough. Hot. I got a floor roll. How we doing on time, Professor? I got about 10 minutes.
17.
It's nice. Pull down a little flow rolling.
Underhooks.
Hey,
You were your last one.
hey, real quick, let's take a head count. Who hasn't been twice over there in a row? Who hasn't been in the hot seat?
This would be my.
You have been, I have been.
I have been.
You're next, and then you.
I haven't been over there twice in a row.
Okay, so you, then you. All right.
This will be my second time right now.
So this is me twice in a row over here. So you roll with me, and then you go hop over.
You want to start anywhere?
No, it's, you were here last, so you take position.
I don't think I've been live. Can you bottom hit it?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so.
All right, when you're
Bottom half.
Let's work on bottom side.
All right, one side again.
Do the thing I really don't want to do.
Fucking same.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, what's this new thing?
ready. Sure.
It's something. I learned something new. I did something new. Hopefully that wasn't too fast.
No,
He was just pushing you out.
Fast.
Go regular side.
Fast a
bring
little
your
bit.
weight back to his hip.
I almost got to it. Shit.
There you go. Let's work your hands out like a superman.
Yeah, work it back here. Get heavy, dude. Get you feel.
Oh, okay. One under, get one under.
One under.
Get those elbows off your hips.
That's what you're just trying to do.
Exactly.
My hook or my trip, baby, make it happen.
seems your secrets. They get better than you.
It's got both my underhooks. Oh, jeez. You do that thing with the arm again.
Thought I was gonna just try to push your head away and loosen up your legs.
Thank you.
I'm good, dude. Keep coming back, man.
Can't remember what I was supposed to put my hand to make you stop spinning.
All right, my man, you're over there with Dante.
Or Brendan.
Brendan and I are you in twice now?
This is my second time.
Oh, okay, great.
Great.
You and I are
Do I guts
flowing.
too? Yeah.
Guts
Do
too.
I guts too?
Gotta wait a little.
Okay.
Not hurt, but
Alive.
You gotta address the knee shields first. Either sprawl or crunch. You gotta see which one works more.
Yeah, go ahead. Jump in. Just attack and all.
oh dear, what is going on?
Left hand under it.
Good job, good job. Perfect.
That should always be your turtle up grabbing the leg.
He's got my neck.
Yeah. Address that grip on your choke. Stay safe and fight that choke.
Yeah. So well, I know.
Oh, there's a wall. You right?
Yeah.
I have no idea how to get back into that.
You want your back? My foot was there, which isn't great for me. There. And I can work right here. 3, 2, 1, go. Get it.
Ah, grab a little drink of water.
Yep. There's the armbar coming. Check.
Some good rolling, fellas.
Thank you.
Whenever you're in a scramble and you're not sure, you kind of hedge here. And you have really good grip.
It'd be cool if I was getting better and everyone else was staying the same.
Which is gonna be hard.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah, I wish you'd called and stopped recruiting.
Way less effective.
Yeah, I am, obviously, yeah.
So you got in a couple of times, the first time I saw you do this, you went here.
What's that? What are we chatting about over here?
Grabbed your grip.
So I had.
He had an arm, he was threatening a back triangle,
Oh, yeah,
arm,
okay.
arm bar, things like this.
I was
And all of a
there.
sudden, he's trying to fight and defend here, which is fine. And it's gonna be a Hail Mary if he can bring his hips down.
Got it. And start to stack.
And
Take
knees
it
pretty
easy,
easy.
man.
Once I got my knees in, then I can start fighting. But I cannot fight on my butt cheek and lap.
Yeah.
I got nothing there.
Yeah. Hey, what else do we learn
Trying
out
to
of
lay
this last
the,
couple
the
rounds?
foot across his shoulder so I couldn't do anything with it.
What else? do we learn? Anybody got caught in mount? What worked for you in mount? Anybody?
The drive that you did after I pulled you across, I was getting ready to take your back, and instead of just rolling onto your back, you drove into me, which is exactly the right move. I was starting to work the clock choke, and that's what you were pushed into, and you were defending that. Spectacular! You did a great job.
He was driving into you.
Yeah, he drove into me, which is the only reason I couldn't finish it. He put me on my back, and then his hip position was just a little off. But
How did you find that back position to begin with?
we were half guard.
Yeah.
I went deep,
Yeah.
scooped,
Yeah.
popped over.
Sounds like we both found back the same way on you.
I don't doubt that.
It was
See,
from
I feel like it's always the
It was
same
from a
method.
deep half. So let's break that down here a little bit.
So when you went to control from half guard, you drove that way up towards me, and you were facing
And
this
you
way,
gave
that
it to me.
perpendicular.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
drove
that's
up. You did have the underhook here, but you didn't have this. You were really fighting for that underhook, and so this was wide open.
Yeah.
And then you started to address this and forgot about the underhook. So I could come over, double up, and that's when I extended out.
Lever.
And then I just leverage you across. Now go up on your hands. So when I leverage you across, stay up, stay up, stay up. I popped over, and that's where you, turned it into side control really, really well.
Nice. Sweet. Sweet.
How do you remember all that?
Hey,
How do you even remember all
along
that?
today's journey?
Today was pretty detail oriented for me, like little
It's
things
almost
that
a blur.
Brandon was doing, little things you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't feel like I was negotiating any like major moves,
Okay.
but just details that were either jamming me up or making me do something like a little stupid. The last roll, I just kind of had my arm out here because I was fucking with something else, and Brendan put it behind my back, and I was like, well,
oh god damn.
that was it was just because I was looking like picking at those details. I was trying to negotiate versus and getting
Yeah.
getting distracted or focused on that and losing.
Gotcha. For me, I was focusing on like foot, ankle, wrist control. Like that was it. Could I keep their foot where I want to keep it? Like Tanner does to me, that son of a bitch. That's what I was focusing on.
Yeah, I had quite a bit of luck today. Success today with ankle
We're
control.
finding it. Yep.
Grab that
Yeah.
ankle, whichever
Yeah.
the knee shield ankle
Yeah.
or the bottom side ankle,
Shuts it down.
and
Yeah.
from here scoop that ankle instead, and now drive it that way.
Yeah.
And see how the knee shield just goes away. And honestly, just without go ahead and come back up. Without pushing the knee, just drive just the ankle itself.
There it is. Or
Under
here,
it
just
with your
take
elbow
this,
pit.
grab that meaty part of his foot and just tell it to go that way.
And now watch it with me resisting. Keep going.
I mean, it's still gonna go, yeah.
It's still gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a little harder.
People freak out when you start fucking with their feet too.
Yeah, they do. Especially when a white belt starts.
Yeah.
Like, push it!
Yeah.
He's gonna take my knee! I don't want my knee to go!
Yeah. I know.
But
Yeah.
learning that from, I think Eric was the one that showed it to me, and then trying to incorporate that in a lot of different. Sorry I missed this last Tuesday. I'm not.
So if you can feel there's space between my knee and
Yeah.
yours, and it's good my knees away, what I'm doing is making a smaller, easier for you to hit this triangle. So when you start getting tight, worry about this. You gotta worry about this hip, and get your hips down and down. Here, look, your hips. So if I get stuck here, fuck. You immediately have to do this. It's my defense. So you're gonna start hugging this. Brandon does this. I like this. I don't want that break. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create my base. So my knees are narrow. I don't have a good base. You can kind of straighten. There's all this space between my hips. If I try to posture up here, I'm not strong. Set them tight. I can get up here and and get right up to the butt.
Is that really all that it is?
No. Always. So you do that. There's another escape where I can punch my fist. Once I get there, across your neck, and I'll snap. This is more of a traditional one. I'm right here. And I come out my feet. So I can either go this way or that way. But I'd rather come up on this one on my shoulder. Because it's gonna slip. So if I get you in this triangle, boom. So I'm trying to get you off your knees. I'm trying to create this space, right? My hips to the back.
It's spooky. You hear about this long COVID on how it's making people stupid? Like perpetual, like permanently stupid.
Because if you're fighting from this position, you got no base. The center of gravity is on your chest. So I'm giving you this triangle.
I get caught on that with Gaziel all the time.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But
Most everybody's longer than me. But where we're good is we're
I
stopped.
think probably that this I should be able to try to remember.
But if I get stuck there,
This.
and you got me sprawled out, and I'm really sprawled out this way, and they're about to triangle me, and this guy's already here, and Gabe over here, and I double down on create space, and I try to get him off.
I agree.
Because I'm bringing that arm across to make this space smaller. The moment you fight with bringing this elbow in, you're expanding this
Yes,
space.
I was gonna say I'm trying to expand.
You're
right?
trying to, yeah. So in defensive, you're trying to create space. Offensively, you're trying to occupy and take away more space. These are all fine details. Like, don't worry about it. You're not. These are things you're gonna learn. But like, it's easy to say like, okay. But then even at my level, I know this. I still get caught.
Yeah.
I do all this and I still fuck up.
Well, what was that one? Well, that's where I just got that into the whatever triangle with Grant is because he had my leg pretty good. So something just tells me that I was like, because we were just talking, trying to push your elbow, their head out of the way so that they let their feet go because they're going to be thinking about their head. Well, the moment I, of course, bring my arm up there, Grant's like,
Well, dude, you didn't have base.
yeah, I was totally spread out.
You didn't have a base.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't tell you, hey, get you build up your base because now you kind of know if I say base, this is where I want you to be. This is ideal. Anything that gets you closer to this. But you're going to be down here at some point. Some points you're going to be here. That's why I said
Right.
this is where I want to be.
Yeah, it is funny. Half the time you guys are screaming things, I'm like, hey,
Well, and
you guys gotta tell me which arm. You know, I know you know which arm you're talking about, but I'm like, what the heck? Right arm. Or you use a term like base, I guess. It's like, oh.
So
I get it.
I'm trying.
I get it.
We don't have any of the CBDs.
And
we
when
don't
you're
have
up
any
on
of those in
top,
there.
trying to post on their body.
And that's the frustrating part.
Yeah.
Is that if
And
unless
you know, like we've talked about, the frustration that I have
try to
in the
swing
medical
on
community over the whole
See, that's
COVID
it.
thing
otherwise I'm
has
inside.
absolutely just
Armpits,
shattered
like I was
trust
saying,
in
thank you.
a community that, in my opinion,
My elbows are
really
shut.
just wants to help
But
people.
we're stocky and I was more muscular. My elbows up here.
Right.
Where's the underhook? Because if you
See you Monday, guys. All right.
this is now you got underhook.
Mm-hmm.
Now from here, go for underhook. It's hard. Yeah, and if you say it's tight, you're fighting for this. We go from underhook, I might not have it. And sometimes you'll think you have an underhook here. But I really need to go here and then scroll. So if you're looking at half guard, actually it's an underhook. Okay? You mean it's half guard? So you did have this underhook, right? But then you were still trying to move. And they were doing something here, whatever it was. I want you to think, if you start moving your position, I start across here, scroll. So now, I'm making you think this sucks.
Yeah.
Right? But, if you just go ahead and start sweeping and doing something, and I just stay here, I'm not doing anything effective.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't get this underhook, I'm gonna trap this elbow, and I'm gonna cross face and scroll. That's what I thought to watch.
No, you're good.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm pinning your shoulders to the mat. I didn't gain any territory here, but once I got you down, now I can start finding something else. But I'm definitely not getting swept. I'm not taking you back.
I think we should wrestle in flannels because that feels so much nicer.
Like it's like a hug.
The other thing that I've